Today, I will tell you my experience in the prison, both the ones you may know and the ones you don't know. But before I continue, please be a blessing to us by just clicking the subscription button and subscribe to this channel. And if you are meeting us on Facebook, please do well to share and follow us. Be a blessing to us, and God bless you as you do that. Let's continue. One of the experience I had in the prison is that the prison itself do not change people. What change people is who they met in the prison and what they hear in the prison is what really changed them, not the prison itself, not by just staying in the prison that will make them to change. I used to enter the prison under the platform of the Prison Fellowship of Nigeria to go and encourage prisoners, to preach to them, and to also advise them. There are some people that enter the prison and they come out a better person. Some enter the prison and they come out as a bad, worse person. We have some good things that happens in the prison, and we have also bad things that happen in the prison. Let me tell you about the good one first. There is one boy that we are just preaching to, encouraging. Unknown to us, he has started changing. You know, sometimes you may not know which one have changed because people pretend. But this one, what we noticed was that when it was time for fellowship in the prison, he will come out from his cell early and start arranging the chairs. Repeatedly was doing this. One day, his friend approached us and said that this person have changed, that him too wants to change, if this person can change. We now asked what happened. He said that they used to smuggle Igbo Indian hemp to them in the prison. And when they smuggle it, they will share it, especially in the night or at odd hours. But what he discovered was that this particular boy that was smoking the Indian hemp with them before, he stopped. Each time they pass the Indian hemp to him, he will reject it. Each time they will pass it, they tried the first time, they were thinking maybe he's just pretending. They tried and tried and tried. They discovered that he has finally changed. He stopped smoking Indian hemp. So the boy approached us that this preaching that we are preaching to him is working. That if this boy has changed, him too, he would like to quit the smoking of Indian hemp in the prison. So to us, it was a good news because somebody's life has changed. You know what we are doing in the prison, nobody knows, because in the prison, you are not allowed to enter there with your phone or any devices, so you may not record anything. The bad news also is that there are some that will go there and they will meet a bad gown. Some may go there for minor cases. They will end up joining a bad gown in the prison. Example, there was a boy that was serving his oga in the shop. Along the line, they had an issues about money, and the oga decided to go and just lock him up in the prison. When he entered the prison, when this boy entered the prison, he met some kidnapping gang. And one of the kidnapping people were so nice to him in the prison. They were always helping him with food. And they promised him if they are released, they have appealed their own case, if they are released, that they will come back and pay the small money that make the oga to lock him up. They will pay for that money and they release him. And when one of the gang was released, he did what he said. He came back to the prison, went to the court, paid whatsoever the oga accused the boy of, and the boy was released. And he ended up joining the kidnapping gang. Unfortunately, he was arrested and returned back to the prison, this time around with a case of kidnapping. So he entered the prison with a minor case and came back with a bigger case. It was a bad news for us. That is why if you are a Christian and you are not in the prison fellowship, you are not doing the right thing. Because this one is a direct commandment from Jesus himself. I was in the prison and you visited me. How? as you do it to one of these your brethren, he said, that you do unto me. I hope you remember if you are a Christian. So if you are a Christian and you are not in the prison fellowship, do so. Join the prison fellowship in your state. The fellowship is in all the 36 states of the Federation. Another thing that I experienced there in the prison is that if you enter any of the Nigerian prison, you will know that if you have 10 prisoners, 7 out of the 10 are awaiting trials. A lot of people in the prisons are just awaiting trial. That is, they are just asked to go and wait in the prison while the authority is considering their case. That is, if at all they will consider the case. And we have a lot and a lot of people awaiting trials in the prison. The next thing that I discovered in that place is that it is better you live a good life. Yes, I know there are people that may be in the prison for no fault of theirs. I met a man that was 70-something years, yes, almost 80 years. When I discussed with that man, you discover that it is good to be good and it is bad to be bad. It's better you live a good life. I used to tell people that this prayer, do not allow us to fall into temptation, is better than God deliver us from evil. Prevention is better than cure, even in the case of the prison. The heart of the matter is the matter of the heart. If you are not aware, I'm aware. I hope you will learn 1 or 2 things from this video and live a good life.